Hey, everyone on Instagram. Welcome everyone on TikTok. Let's see if TikTok is actually going to function for me tonight. Welcome everyone on YouTube. Good to see you guys. If you can hear and see me okay, please give me a thumbs up. Let me know before we go ahead and get started. Especially there on TikTok. How are we? Okay, so I see 3 different people on Instagram. You know, Instagram has a way of telling me no matter how many people are here, no matter how much engagement it gets, no matter how many likes even it gets, or questions being asked, it wipes everything out and it tells me 0 every time. So every time I go back on Instagram, you know, I'm seeing all you guys, there's interaction, and then nothing. So I don't know. It's a mystery. But I am glad to see you here. Certainly. We had an issue on TikTok last time. They cut me off and they said that I was banned from doing any more lives. This is certainly not, for those of you who've been following me for a while, you know that is not the first time that's happened to me. So they'll just come up with stuff and then just ban me, and they'll ban me for extended periods of time when I did nothing wrong. Thank you for the hearts on TikTok. I fight like always, and then I drop it. Let the chips fall where they may. It appears they are actually going to let me go live tonight. Hopefully that will last. I'm not holding my breath, which means that if TikTok has some type of vendetta out on me, okay, you have to always be prepared. If you dropped your donation, you're waiting on an answer to your question, you should always be prepared to switch over to YouTube at Ask Ivy, the medium, because I can't control what TikTok decides to do on whatever whim they're feeling on any given day. Okay. Everything on Instagram is usually stable, and everything here on YouTube is always stable. So again, if you are on TikTok, because they said they weren't giving me my lives back, I don't know how long this will last. Be prepared to switch over to YouTube at Ask Ivy, the medium, if you are waiting on your question to be answered. Tonight is a brand new test show. So I am super excited about this. I have Diana, my beautiful producer, with me. So she'll be learning how to take these questions. And, you know, there are always some kinks that have to be worked out here. But if this show gets a lot of engagement from you guys, then I will be adding it to my 2026 show lineup. So that means even after it's published, if you see it, please do give it some love. Okay. So if everyone could stop right now, give this video a thumbs up, drop a comment of any kind. It helps me out in the algorithm, and do share it. Okay. Also subscribe. That always helps a ton. The best way to support my shows and to allow me to continue to do this is to subscribe to my channel on YouTube at Ask Ivy, the medium. Now, tonight we are doing the yes or no question show. I've never done it before, hence it being a test show. What you guys are going to do is drop your $10 donation, and then you're going to ask your question. It does need to be specific. That's the nature of the show. So it's going to be kind of like a rapid fire show. Like I take yours. I tell you whether it's a yes, it's a no, it's a maybe. I will be explaining why, and then immediately getting on to the next person. So post your question in such a manner where it can be answered as a yes or a no. Okay. Thank you again for the hearts on TikTok. Good to see you guys. Glad to be back on there. Also, I was telling you guys last time, I am going to start on TikTok doing lives, just where, you know, I get to interact with you guys a little more one-on-one, take your questions, chit chat, whatever. I've never done it. So I plan to launch that this week if I continue to get access to it. So please do tune in for those and help me fight off the bots. Okay, so let me see if we have some announcements. I know I need to make some announcements real quick. Diana, I think what I'll do. Oh, okay. Thank you. All right. Diana's got it locked down here, man. I'm telling you. Symbology, my symbology book. I'm working on publishing this in the spring. I think more likely the summer, but we'll see. If you are not already on the early bird wait list and you love dream analysis, symbology of any kind, I'm including everything in this book. It's based on the 4 hours of training I give in my psychic mediumship course to my students on how different symbols are always messages, usually of direction for your life. So check it out. You're going to go to Ivy Rivera at yahoo.com and just drop an email saying add me. Okay, you just add me in the title and I'll know exactly what that's for. Haunted sleepover experiences here at the 1882 Victorian Funeral Home. Lock in your dates. I got several requests even today, even though we are in the dead of winter and no one's really trying to come out here. Apparently people are. So that, always surprises me a little bit. So, I thought I would see a break. Not anymore. So this place is on the Haunted History Trail of New York State, the historical trail of Chautauqua County, and it is extremely haunted. So if you want to come and stay here for the night, you can do that with up to 25 of your friends, and you could also just do a ghost hunt, or if you're not into any of the paranormal stuff, you could do a historical tour. So check it out. It's up on my website, Ivy Rivera, psychicmedium.com. We also have the psychic mediumship course begins I believe it's February 3rd. And so you're going to want to go ahead and register for that now. Seating is limited. You can attend here at the Ivy League Psychic Academy. You can do it through video download if you're not able to make it some weeks or any of the weeks, or you can do it online, which is what most people want to do so that we're all together. But you're in the comfort of your own bed with your tea, and you could mix and match. So any of the 3 different ways of taking the class is absolutely acceptable. It is also adult learning, and so you don't have to keep up with your fellow students. It's not a race to the finish line. Okay, you set the pace for your graduation. So this is the only psychic mediumship course I'll be teaching in 2026. It does get you certified through the Ivy League Psychic Academy if you pass all the tests, and it puts you up for lifelong work opportunities. Okay, so at Ivy's Healing Call Center, Ivy League Psychic Fairs, a lot of my students just go off and become professionals. A bunch of them have TikTok channels, YouTube channels, and they do amazingly well. So, if it's something you've been considering, again, it is the only one I will be teaching in 2026. And I've had some people ask in recent weeks, well, what are the dates for 2027? No, I don't know about that. Okay. I may not be in 2027. I have some publishing I need to focus on, other things for my own self-travel I want to do. Want to figure out a second location. In case America's not turning around in time, I don't think I will be teaching it in 2027. Okay, we'll see. But this may be it. So consider getting yourself registered now. You can, again, go onto my website for that, Ivy Rivera, psychicmedium.com. And if you want to try your hand at a free seat for the class, there is a giveaway. And you could also check that out on the website. We also have coming up, is there anything else I need to announce, or can we go ahead and get right into this today? Oh, okay. I do have one more test show. All right. So thank you so much for your continued support, you guys. I've been running all these test shows, and they all made it so far into the 2026 show lineup. You guys were huge supporters beyond my belief of the past lives show. So that is added to the 2026 show lineup. What blessings are coming your way? The pet readings. What was the other one we did? Love and relationships, which I haven't even announced yet, but that is officially added. And this is it. No, well, there's one more after this. Okay, so then we have tonight. I think I'm forgetting one. But we're doing this yes or no show tonight. And then Coffee with Your Angels is coming up as a test show on Monday, back here, 9 p.m. Eastern on all these platforms. Coffee with Your Angels is an opportunity for you to hear a direct message from your angels or whatever healing messages are coming through. that you need to hear at this time. Everybody is healing from something, whether it's buried deep down or it's something you are well aware of, okay, that you're dealing with right now. But whatever is the most important healing message for you to hear at this time, that's what Coffee with Your Angels is going to be. All right. So get your early purchases in now, and I will hopefully see you for that. I would love to see that one added to the 2026 show lineup. So you guys have been great supporters. Okay. But I will also be back. What is it? Monday? When is Dear Ivy? My Dear Ivy show, my free advice show, is also on Wednesday. Yeah. So, oh, we have All Spirit Messages. All Spirit Messages is another test show we have on Sunday the 11th, where it is straight up mediumship, straight up coming from your guides, straight up coming from your ancestors, your pets, you know, your deceased loved ones, whoever comes through with a message for you. So we do actually have a couple more. So ignore me. Okay, but keep following. So you can see when those dates are. I do want to give a quick shout out to my YouTube members: McKenna, Jill Marie, Jennifer Cole, Jennifer Barone, Abby Hicks, Nature Calls You, Stella Marie, Yolanda Fisher, Kim Dennison, Denise Bennett, Jayla Hilly, Edgar Velardes, Melissa S., Christine Watts, Miami Heat 305-ish, Angie Johnson, CJG, Shauna Dempsey, Demetris, Language Through Connection, Deanna Marie, Marae D, Chicken Mama, Tristan Marion, Me Love 716, and Andrea M. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for your continued support. And if you want to become a YouTube member, go onto my YouTube channel at Ask Ivy the Medium, hit the join button. It'll show you the 3 different tiers of membership options. Okay. All right, all platforms are working. You can hear and see me all right. Okay, perfect. Let me just check my makeup. I got this new makeup actually from TikTok Shop, and I like it, but it kind of coagulates. Like, I don't know. I'm not used to it. It's a little more than what I normally do, and doing readings makes me heat up, and like I feel like it's making my face look like it's melting. So I'm probably going to check that a million times tonight until I get used to it. All right. So where are we? Let me see. We are at, okay, very good. Welcome, everyone. I'm Ivy Rivera. I'm a psychic medium, a Taino Arawak, and this is the yes or no question show, where you drop a $10 donation, and whatever question you have, pose it as a yes or no question. I will answer for you. So I'm going to be telling you whether it's yes, no, maybe, and giving a little background information, a little detailed description on why that is the answer. You can drop your donation on Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, YouTube. Now, that's in the description above if you're on YouTube. If you're on Instagram or TikTok, thank you for the hearts on TikTok. Diana, my beautiful producer, is going to have to keep posting it over and over again in the comments section. So all of the directions are there. Just keep an eye out for her. All right, we're going to go ahead and get on to the first one. So the first question is from Anna. And this is so small, I can't even see this, honestly. Okay, so Anna says, am I going to be selling my current home I co-own with my children's father? Okay. And moving into my own home this year. Okay. So am I going to be selling my current home I co-own with him and moving into my own home this year? 2026 Anna home. She's selling this thing and moving it. You know, I feel like some of this will have to do with him. So if you find that you're battling things out with him a bit, like he could slow the process down. That is entirely possible. That may be something you've already been dealing with. Like, I may not be telling you anything new by any means. So that comes up. But I think that the answer is yes, because even with those potential blocks and obstacles coming up, I feel like he needs the money, wants the money, and is ready to move on from this and like use it to roll over into some other type of investment. Okay. So you don't have any blocks or obstacles coming in from your end. It would just be him. Okay. Things he doesn't want to do or comply with. I do think that you're going to be able also to transition into your own place. However, if this gets pushed, and again, it would be him, if this gets pushed until the end of the year, we're making it a little bit harder for you to pull that off. Okay. So I wouldn't pose this as, some type of a failure if you don't hit getting your own place in 2026. If it were to happen shortly after that, so be it. But I do think even with all of this free will involved in this question, too many hands in the pot, I like to say, I do think the highest likelihood is that it works out and you are able to at the very least get a grasp on where your home will be and what that will look like. So yes, good luck with that. Thank you for your question. And as soon as I say it out loud, Diana, you could pop up the next one. Okay. So we're going to run this one like a rapid fire show. All right. So the next one up is Manny. So Manny says, hi, Ivy. How does it look for me this year in regards to using my psychic mediumship? Okay. So will Manny be using his psychic mediumship this year? If you choose to, if I were a magic 8-ball and I were to like flip it, it would be like, if you choose to, if you want to, if you decide to. This isn't really a destiny charted question. So this isn't like a yes or no from the universe. This is like, you should have been doing this. You could have been doing this. The universe is strongly encouraging you to do it, but it's really going to be up to you whether or not you make the moves to be of service, get educated, make yourself available, stay with it consistently, because mediumship and psychic ability too, honestly, they're both really based on how much you feed them. So if you have great desire to feed them, 1 year, and then for 2 years you abandon those skills and you don't really interact, you like attracts like, you get more of whatever you give. And so, yes, the answer is yes, if you choose to. And I think that it would be something you find a tremendous amount of satisfaction in, honestly. And it seems like it could lead to quite a few other opportunities for you. So I would highly recommend it. We're going to move on to another one. This is Mackenzie says, I really can't. I know we wanted to fix the size of this font, but I wasn't prepared for it to be this small. I can't even read this. Mackenzie says, I broke up with Chandi a month ago. He reached out New Year's Eve. I told you he was going to reach out. Didn't I say? Wasn't it like 3 weeks? I told you. Okay, there he is. So he reached out New Year's Eve, but I ignored him. It's been really hard trying to let him go. Will he try to reconnect again this month? Oh, this month? Will Chandi be reconnecting again this month? Oh, yeah. Because now what you've done, okay, like I said, I remember this question. He's coming back around, but he's not bringing anything new. And that's why I remember it, because it irritated me. So I'm glad you didn't respond. Fortunately, you need to honor the fact that you're struggling, not responding, and that you still feel this desire to connect with him. Know that he's playing off of that, and know that you just gave him an ego wound. So in not responding to him, you now are going to get more of his attention. Okay? It's a game. It's a cat and mouse game. And this is a situation where you may hear from him and it won't even take as long as it did last time. Now he's on it, because now what he wants is your attention, your affection, that dopamine hit, this boost to his ego. You have caused him a wound, and he wants to get his ego stroked and feel better about himself. So do not misunderstand this as he continues to reach out, and I'm hearing 2. Will it be 2 days? It could. But I would say more like 2 weeks, or within the next 2 weeks, you'll be hearing from him, and then it will become regular if you keep ignoring him. And it doesn't mean he's coming back with some kind of generous offer or growth or change. It just means he wants the attention that you are refusing to give him. He feels entitled to it. Says a lot. Okay. Shauna Dempsey. Will I get an internship as a therapist at my current place of employment? Yes, if you choose it. So your current place of Hi, Ezzy. You want to come up? Come up and say hi to everybody, Mama. So yeah. I think if you want it, you seem to have an opportunity to take it, and you are looking elsewhere. So there could be something that's like bigger or better, but unknown. And I think the highest likelihood, again, it's up to your free will, is that you choose to take this because it's comfortable. Again, it's familiar and known. And so you feel like I could probably make better use of this. And once you get a little bit more experience under your belt, if you want to go out and, try new things, you may be more bold. Okay. After that, in doing that, I don't think it's a right or a wrong. I think whichever one you take is going to be good for you, but in different ways. All right, thank you. Edgar is next. Edgar says, do you see me going this year in May or June to El Salvador? Get away from that. You're going to knock down the cameras. Come on up here. Come up here. I give you love. El Salvador in, May or June for vacation. I would like to go to celebrate me finishing my hours for my license in April. Okay, but you're not asking about April. May or June? May or June or April? Okay, so will you be going, basically, is the question. Yeah, I think so. I think it's more heading into June is more realistic, is how this feels. Now, this is technically coming down to your free will. The answer is yes, you can if you choose it, but it's more like when. I mean, you're throwing out 3 different months here, just even in this. So it's up to you. If I were to recommend the easiest path forward and possibly even the most affordable, especially with like airfare and hotel rates and things like this, I feel like I'm entering into June for that. So yeah, do your research, pick what you want, and just keep moving forward with it. 100%. Maraid asks, hi, Ivy, is the best decision for me to delete Drew from my social media gaming apps? Thank you. Yes, in my opinion, it is, because I feel like he had enough time to man up or figure things out, I'm hearing. I feel that he could have psychically like made some decisions about you, the relationship, what, didn't go well in the interactions. He could have done this and even intuitively dealt with it. And come up with something positive to say. But it would have required that his effort was going to be behind it in order for it to like land right. And the truth of the matter is, and this is what he's revealing, is that he doesn't plan to put in effort. Okay. He reads as being incredibly lazy. When someone has slob energy or sloppy energy like this, like they hate growth, they hate change, they don't want anything ever required of them, you you may as well just drop that right where it is. It doesn't mean he's always going to be that way, but he is in this situation, and that's all you need to know. He could do great in other areas. He could show up 99.9% of the time, but if he's not showing up in this particular area, first red flag is the last red flag. Nope. I'd cut him off. All right, we're going to move on to another one. Is this also from Manny? Manny, how does the outcome look for my stepdaughter, Nikki, who's seeking legal assistance with a lawyer from papers she's filled out and sent out? Okay, so how does the legal outcome look for Nikki? Well, I don't know if this is a yes or no question, really, but I will say that yes, I see this ruling in her favor, highest likelihood as of today, which is like 85%. Could it change? It could, because this requires lawyers and judges and mediators or in the opposing side. And this, again, what I call too many hands in the pot for me to know with a 100% guarantee. It could change, it could move, but as of today, it feels like it's in her favor. Now, another way of reading this is that, right now she's kind of on the offense, but I would expect for her to be on the defense relatively soon. Once this paperwork is received, once things get rolling, as long as she says the right things and she plays her hand accordingly, I think we can stay on that trajectory. Otherwise, there could be some finagling that has to get done. Okay, we could see a drop in the likelihood of this ruling in her favor, but I'm kind of really doubting it. She seems pretty on her game. Okay, tell her not to think about it negatively or get upset. Okay, because that really screws up manifestation and the power to force things through sometimes. Edgar asks, do you see Jennifer expressing her feelings toward me this year? Has not happened yet, which surprises me. I think if you let it go, she probably will. So this isn't really a yes or no answer as much as it is dependent upon you wanting it. As long as you want it, you need it, you think about it a lot, she's not going to give it to you. Humans are incredibly susceptible to desire. They're incredibly susceptible to when somebody wants or needs something from them. It's usually a deterrent from that thing, not because she's trying to like punish you or ruin the relationship in any way, but it's, I think, in all honesty, A, because it's inappropriate in some ways for her to do that, but also B, because people like the high. Okay, this is sort of like the message I was giving to Mackenzie about Chandi. Like, people like that high. They like being wanted. They love being chased. They want to be desired. And it's not a crime. However, when you are hoping to get something out of someone, the best thing you could do is drop it, let the chips fall where they may, and release it. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm not going to think about it anymore. Okay. I think if you can do that, you may hear more from her. I still don't know, though, that I would give it a 100% yes, even then, because it's like she's saying something, but it's not really fully what you want to hear. Okay. But yes, a little bit more, a little bit more expression of appreciation, maybe, is a good way to say that. Anna says, am I going to meet a healthy romantic partner in the near future? Well, I mean, I was going to say yes, but I was looking more at the end of 2026. So the answer is no. The near future, you're not ready. You're having so much. Okay. This is kind of the same answer I'm giving to Edgar here, where you're wanting it, you're needing it, you're holding on to it, therefore you're not going to get it. Because what you're supposed to be doing is focusing on yourself and why it is that you have such a strong need and desire to have it. Okay, almost like an addiction, almost like an obsession. Pulling, right? That triggers law of attraction to give you nothing, because you're not in alignment, you're not in the flow. So I do see it potentially coming toward the end of 2026, going into 2027. I don't think that's the time frame you were hoping to hear. So I would not say in the near future, but that's pretty darn close. Okay. I would argue that's right around the bend. Like, that'll be here in a minute. We all know as adults, like, how fast time moves. Like, where did the last 3 years go? Where did the last 5 years go? So try to think of it more like that. I also think that the more time you spend not focused on it, needing it or wanting it, the faster it will come in. But it will be valuable. Yes, an actual valuable, real partner. Manuel asks, okay, thank you, Ivy. Good points you made. Much appreciated. Thank you. You are so welcome. It was from Manny. Thank you, Manny. Wow, these are really small. I really can't see these. Diana, I'm blind as a bat. These are super thick and they're still not enough. Like I should probably have like literal binoculars, okay, to live my life. So we're gonna have to increase the size on this. Um, we should have tested it out before the show started. Anna says, is the direction I've recently gone in on my Instagram page going to be successful for a career change? Okay, Anna, the direction on the Instagram change. Is the Instagram change going to be successful? I think so. I also think that, so I'm going to give this a yes, but I think they may try to get more money out of you. So, like, Zuckerberg may be limiting some of the things you're doing and be like, this would be a great ad. This would be, this would do a great job, getting you new followers or clicks or views. If you were to like back it with $25 or $30 or like there's just a bunch of nonsense I see coming up. So, if we were to talk organically, which is never possible in this day and age, if we were to say organically, is this going to do well? Is it going to be a successful approach? I would say yes. However, you've got money grubbing hands in there that could come and mess it up. And one of the ways he messes things up, whether we're talking Facebook or Instagram, is that he cripples out your views. He cripples out your comment section. He removes the likes that you get. It's like you can't get ahead and you'll be thinking maybe this isn't working, but it is. You just won't know that. I literally said this when I went live on Instagram tonight. I see people here. I see people every week, but if I ever go back, it shows 0 views, nothing. Okay. We'll even get people like paying and asking questions from Instagram and Zuckerberg will ruin it. And like, it'll show nothing, no sign of these people whatsoever afterward. So, and even the producers can't see it. The producers are literally looking and can't see it even right now as we speak. So, you have to be prepared when you're dealing with a platform like Instagram, know what you're up against. All right. But yes, let's move on to, do we have any more? If you guys are interested, okay. I see a few more coming in here. I'll wait till they're organized. Yeah, if you guys are interested in asking your yes or no question, just make sure you're posing it as a yes or no question. Go ahead and drop your $10 donation and I will get to you. If this show gets a lot of engagement from you guys, I will be adding it to my 2026 show lineup. So please, if you're enjoying this, go ahead, give it a heart, drop a comment. I would love to hear where you guys are tuning in from. Drop that, helps me out in the algorithm. And please do share and subscribe. Okay, whenever we're ready, Diana, I'm ready for the next one. Okay. I'm going to have to be careful with some of the words I use here, but we'll see. We'll see how this next one goes. Also, if you guys are really interested in this, please let me know. I am debating on adding this to my website as a new product. Okay, so if this is something you would like to be able to go and purchase for yourself anytime or gift to someone else, keep me posted and I may go ahead and do that. All right, anything else coming in? I see some here in the comment feed, but I don't know if those are actually going all the way through. Okay. Okay, so are we at time? Okay, so the ones I'm seeing here are not like the donation didn't go through or whatever it is. Okay, so I'll give this one more minute. This is unlimited, okay, because this is just a test show to see, what exactly is the desirability level for this show. So if you have another question you already asked, you can go ahead and ask more. This is Unlimited. Also, just a reminder, I will be back with my Dear Ivy free advice show. I believe this is on Monday. Is that accurate? No, it's on Wednesday. Okay, so if you guys have been missing that, that's my all-time favorite show. Thank you for the hearts on TikTok. You guys can tune in for that, and you can get your early questions asking about literally anything under the sun. You can get those in now. And I'll be answering them live for you on Wednesday. It's a play off of Dear Abby, if you guys remember the famous columnist from the 80s and the 90s. So I have a ton of fun with that. All right, I think we're at time. All right, this was short. This was sweet. It's also Saturday, and no one really requested Saturdays. So I just wanted to test it out and see how Saturdays went. All of you guys, thank you for being here, but you have asked for weeknights. Okay, so it does look like we're going to be sticking to weeknights for stronger show turnout. But thank you so much. Glad to see also TikTok held up. So for those of you who watch me on TikTok, I will start to do lives where we could just interact. Again, I've never done those before, so I may be doing that even tonight or within the next couple days. So please keep an eye for when I go live. Keep me company there. Help me to fight the bots and show me the ropes. All right. Thanks, everyone. Have a great night. Thank you, Diana. Thank you, Spirit.